live on Adobe Radio, The Brett Davern Show.
That's probably the sound I'm making right now, wherever I am. It's the sound I make when I just lay in the backyard doing nothing.
How often does that happen?
Never. That's why I'm thinking about it right now. I have that like cartoon image in my head of me just like on a chase lounge, a chaise lounge, a chaise lounge.
Chaise.
No, a chase lounge.
Somebody tweet us the correct pronunciation of that.
A Chevy Chase lounge. It's not Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm envisioning me on a chaise chase lounge.
Chevy.
Like that cartoon version with like the lemonade with like a little umbrella in it. Just chilling. It's President's Day. We live in Los Angeles, so you know it's going to be about, probably 75, 80 and sunny. Taking the day off. Just laying back there. Woosah. No Brett Davern show to go to at 5 a.m.
It's the Brett Davern Show! Brought to you by Adobe Radio. In partnership with Nice Guy Digital. And recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, well, I guess this isn't necessarily live.
We're sort of live. We're sort of live. I don't want to hear complaints about re-airs anymore. We're sort of live.
They're sort of live.
We'll explain it.
Brett wants me to spend the entire episode trying to annoy him.
No, I don't.
That's what you said.
I said, are you going to?
We're going to find out. Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me!
Your new best friend.
Yep.
Brett Davern! I could have kept going. I was just...
Listen up, everybody.
Yeah.
This is our show. Thank you for joining us. Sort of live on Adobe Radio or subscribing on YouTube, TuneIn, iTunes, or wherever you get your GD podcast. Also, thank you for helping us spread the word about the show. You guys are amazing. Even though we're not live, go ahead and fire off an emoji of the watermelon.
Is there a watermelon?
I don't know. I think there is. Go ahead, guys. When I get back to the studio tomorrow, I want to see that iPad full of watermelons. And 1 eggplant!
What?
I only want one of you to send an eggplant, so you guys will have to organize that amongst yourselves on Twitter. Who's going to send the eggplant? I'll send it. No, you can't send it. I'll send it. I want to see a Twitter war. Oh, boy. If you'd like to shout out a friend or shout out us or with us, you can call the show anytime. 1-888-99-IDOBI. You know what? You can even call that today when we're not here and leave a voicemail.
Leave us a message.
Yeah, we listen to those. Sometimes they're kind of creepy. The email for the show is bdsfans@adobe.com. And if you want to join the conversation instantly, you can put that address, bdsfans@adobe.com, into iMessage, where you usually enter a phone number, compose your text, and press send. Today, we will have to just read them tomorrow when we come in. But right now, you should be looking for that the watermelon emoji. And then one of you should be looking for the eggplant emoji. And then you just send it to bdsfans@idobi.com. All right. Lots of show to get to today. Here's the thing. Let's just explain it up front. Usually, when Katie and I have an off day, we just tell Boy Wonder to load up one of the reruns of the greatest hits and put it out there on Adobe Radio for everybody. But then a lot of people watch on YouTube and podcasts and stuff, and then they don't see the number of the episode going up, and they also don't see a podcast get loaded or anything, and they're like, what the heck, man? And so I was like, hey, we got some extra time. on today, which is about a week before this thing will air, let's just go ahead and record another episode for the people. That's the kind of guy I am, Katie.
Wow.
Nothing but free entertainment. I'm free entertaining all over this MFer. Just
the people, they love you.
shooting out free entertainment left and right. God, recording for real, though, has got me just talking all dirty lately. All right. Good morning, Boy Wonder.
Good morning, Brett.
Docious.
Good morning, Brett.
And Katie Lee Claire.
We all know it's President's Day, but it's also National Chocolate Mint Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Thin Mints?
Yeah.
Those Girl Scouts and their conniving, calorie-infused ways.
Has Jillian talked about that yet?
I don't know. Listen to it on For Real, though. But anyway, Girl Scout cookies. I love them, but I hate them at the same time.
No, you love them.
You get out of the front of my grocery store, Girl Scouts. I'm going in there. I'm trying to buy some fruits and vegetables, and you're enticing me with your Samoas
What
and
are
your
you talking
tag-alongs
about?
and your Thin Mints. By the way, tag-alongs suck. But
Yeah,
your
they do.
Samoas
Samoa's
and your
delicious.
Thin Mints and your whatever they call the peanut butter ones, you trying to do
That's a
good out
tag-along.
there in the community with your little brown sashes full of merit badges and stuff and your knee-high socks. Get out of the doorway. I'm coming in to buy some apples. Move it.
So are you saying you don't like Girl Scout cookies?
I love Girl Scout cookies. That's the problem.
I have a funny story.
Ah, they're so good.
My mom, when my sister was a Girl Scout, my mom
hate this
was
time of
the
year.
cookie mom.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be the cookie mom.
Ugh,
Okay.
Cookie Monster, Mom. Cookie Momster. Nailed it. Oh, I thought I was going to get the ding. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so my mom was the cookie mom.
Yep.
And what that means is you get 700 boxes of cookies and they stay in your garage.
Yeah.
Well, my dad did not get the memo that all of those boxes of cookies were not for him.
Yeah. So you had to buy them all later?
I mean, like $600 worth of Girl Scout cookies.
Yikes, that's a lot of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Girl Scout cookies, Roger LeClaire. You should watch yourself. Careful. Those Samoas will get you.
They're delicious.
Ooh, pro tip. Girl Scout cookies in the freezer.
Always. Who doesn't
Thin
know
Mints
that?
in the freezer. Samoas even in the freezer. Mmm, delicious. Delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious, as my son would say. Delicious, Dada. This is Better Man. Woo! By Leon Bridges. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
Every time I think I make it through the Girl Scout apocalypse that happens every year, every time I think I make it through, I'm like, this year, no Girl Scout, no Thin Mints. No Thin Mints this year. No Samoas. No Samoas with their beautiful round shape.
And the drizzle.
Coconut and that fudge swizzle over the top that kind of sometimes the factory might pool up a little bit of chocolate in the hole in the middle, like a little extra chocolate. You stick your tongue in there. Anyway, every time I think I make it through that, what? Is that weird? Anyway,
Yeah.
Every time I think I make it through that season where I'm like, I did it. I made it. I didn't buy any Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll go over to someone's house and their stupid little daughter will come running up to me and be like, hey, Uncle Brett, you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And I go, no, I don't want to buy any Girl Scout cookies. Hey. Hook me up with some Thin Mints, some Samoas, whatever you got. Put them in the back of Uncle Brett's car. Don't you dare tell your parents. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, that's what I said. No Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, that's right. Not this year. You see?
See here?
See, boy? And then they go, and then they're like, okay, cool. And then they like do it. And then they'll come back and be like, all right, I need $24 in cash or whatever it is. And I'll go, what? I don't have any cash. Oh, I get it from your dad. You know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for
So
it,
you
baby.
stiff the little girls?
Well, I'm saying much like...
You got to pay them.
Look, they're my dealer. I just go back to them. I'm like, you know I'm good for it, baby. Don't worry about it. Just give me those Thin Mints. Give me those Thin Mints. Anyway.
Would you pay extra for Thin Mints if they were already cold?
Mm-hmm.
Like I could give you this right now. Mm-hmm. The box is an extra $2.
You know what the Girl Scouts really should do is they should try to figure out some way of like maybe a cooler, maybe a dry ice situation. I'm not really sure, but like outside the grocery store.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, just like any respectable dealer, they got to give you a taste. You know what I mean? First taste is free.
Right.
They start whacking up samples of Thin Mints. You know, their mom's gonna have to foot the bill for that one box of Thin Mints, but they whack each Thin Mint up into quarters, put them in the freezer, give you a little chip of a Thin Mint. Oh, forget it. Oh my God, what am I doing to myself? Stop it! I can't stop thinking about Thin Mints. What else you want to talk about? Please switch the subject quick.
I found an article that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
The name of the article is 17 Facts That Are 100% True and 100% Freaky.
100% true and 100% freaky. Okay. I'm with you. You mean like freaky? Like freaky?
No.
Like, hey,
God,
time to get freaky. 17 facts that are gonna be freaky. Like sticking your tongue through the hole of a Samoa.
Yeah, that sounded really strange.
Yeah.
In a room with 23 people in it,
Uh-huh.
there's a 50% chance that 2 of them share a birthday.
I have to let it sink in. Hold on. In a room with 23 people in it,
Uh-huh.
there's a chance. Okay.
There's a 50% chance
Uh-huh.
that 2 people will have the same birthday.
All right. Wait, is that supposed to be impressive?
No, it's a fact. And you can choose to feel about it the way that you do.
It's a fact that I could be in a room with 2 people and there's a chance we have the same birthday.
No, it's the fact that it's 50%.
Oh, that it is exactly 50%.
Yes.
23 people, exactly 50%.
Yes.
I see. But are they taking into account all the people that were born today? That throws the average way off.
Born today? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying like, all right, like there's a certain number of people around the world that died today, and then there's a certain number of people around the world that were born today, right? Mm-hmm. And those 2 numbers aren't equal. So that means every single day that statistic's got to change a bit. Maybe today it's 23.
What are you talking about?
Maybe
No.
today it's 23.8 people in the
God,
room.
actors are so bad at math.
No, it's true, right? No? What are you talking about?
No.
How do you get to that math then? Go ahead, Boy Wonder.
Those 23 people aren't included in those deaths and births. They're just talking about like any
People who are
23
alive in the
people.
world.
If you take 23 people in the world
Yeah.
from any country, anywhere,
Yeah.
just 23 of them.
Right.
Don't count deaths and births every day. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying, but the population of the Earth changes every single day.
It doesn't. Yeah, but
So are you saying one day it's 23 and the next day it's 24?
No, I'm saying one day it's 23,
There's
the next day it's
only-
23.00002.
no, because they're taking 23 people and there's only 365 days. So it's probably past a certain point now because there's so many people that made it 50%. You know what I'm saying?
Fine, I'm just saying that it does change slightly every day. It's either more or less slightly by like 0.000.
Do you think that the audience could hear me roll my eyes right now? Because that's ridiculous, Brett.
It's true though.
It's ridiculous.
Listen, I've seen A Beautiful Mind. I've seen The Imitation Game. I've seen
what are you even
Good Will
talking about?
Hunting.
What?
I've seen movies about mathematicians, therefore I'm a mathematician. You like apples? How do you like them apples?
I got her number.
Sorry, yeah. No, excuse me.
You messed it up.
You also did it wrong. I got a number.
That's what I said.
You said number.
Oh, God. Can they hear it if I do it again?
I got a number.
Did they hear the eye roll?
I got a number. How do you like them apples? What else you got?
If you fold a regular piece of notebook paper in half 45 times,
Yep.
it would be thick enough to reach the moon.
What?
You can't do that.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
You can only fold a regular Well,
What is it, 7 times?
It's any piece of paper, by the way. It's not even, doesn't matter the size. I think that's right.
Yeah.
You can only fold it like 7 times or something like that, or 8 times. You can't fold it 8 times or something like that.
Is that true?
It's any piece of paper. Hand me a piece of paper from your pad right there. It's any piece of paper. It doesn't matter how big, because we tried this in middle school, I think, one time. We took, you know how the school, did your school have this, like the big standing rolling thing that has butcher paper on it?
Yeah.
And we like tried to take, we took like the biggest piece of butcher paper, it was like went the length of the whole cafeteria.
Wow.
And tried to fold it in half more than 8 times, and it's like still doesn't work. It doesn't matter how big the paper. Okay, here you go. Look, I got Katie's piece of paper here. All right, so it has to be exactly in half, right? 1. You watching this?
Yeah.
1. Now, can I fold it this way in half again? I think I can.
I think so.
Doesn't matter as long as it's in half. So that was 1. Here's 2. This is exciting radio. 3.
As you're doing that, I just looked it up online.
Yeah. 3. Wait, hold on. Let's see what we get to.
Okay.
3. There's 4. Yeah, see, it's already getting too small. 4. Okay, here's 5.
You gotta crisp those edges.
Well, listen, I'm on the radio, Katie. That's 5. Here's 6.
You can't
And
even
then-
get a 7th, I bet.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do it on your computer.
You're probably supposed to get a 7th, though. I mean, there's sort of a 7th. There you go, sort of a
So
7th.
this thing online says the myth, you can't fold a paper in half more than 8 times. The reality, given a paper large enough and enough energy, you could fold it as many times as you want. The problem is...
Well, theoretically, yeah.
The problem is if you fold it 103 times...
103?
The thickness of your paper would be larger than the observable universe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
93 billion light years. Seriously.
Wait,
That's really
103 times?
is the size of the universe.
The thickness.
The thickness of the universe. That's a crazy thought.
Yeah, except the universe is ever expanding, so in a couple
But then
of years,
43
that number will
times-
be...
Right. But 43 times is the length to the moon.
43 times?
Is the
For
length from...
what size of a piece of paper? Any size of paper.
Yeah.
A notebook paper.
This one is
you
notebook
said.
paper. 45 times. Anyway.
That is crazy. I like that one. All right, I'm back on. I like that one.
Yeah. Well, there's more.
There's more of those?
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. Ooh, Hey Boy Wonder. This is Don't Come Down by The Main.
The moon. Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show, featuring Katie LeClaire on Adobe Radio.
I was just informed that if you fold a piece of paper 105 times,
You break the universe.
Its thickness will go past the universe.
Holy moly.
I know. Mind blown.
Do you want to know
You actually
another
get
thing
to
about
the
the
other
universe?
side and you start tickling God's feet.
But Matthew McConaughey's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily.
Love is the fifth dimension, man. That's the thing. You fold the paper 105 times, and then Matthew McConaughey is like, hey, what you doing? Hey, man.
If anybody gets that reference, tweet it to us.
I drove my Buick all the way over here, man. Hey, man. Cool, man. I bet he'd be fun to hang out with.
Yeah. Naked all the time.
He'd either be really fun to hang out with or really not fun to hang out with. Like, I don't think there's an in-between with him. He'd either be, like, awesome or just be like, all right, Matthew, put a shirt on. Jeez.
Or at least some underwear.
Oh, God. All right. Yeah.
Every time you shuffle a deck of cards,
Mm-hmm.
you are likely the first person in the history of the universe to create that exact sequence.
Likely. How likely?
There is a 8 times 10 to the 67th power. There are 8 times 10 to the 67th power possible ways to shuffle a deck of cards.
We really need Will Hunting in here for this. Seriously.
That means that there are more ways to shuffle a deck than there are atoms on Earth.
What?
Think about that.
Mm-hmm. So every time you play Go Fish, you're making history.
Think about how many atoms are in people
Hmm.
alone.
That's a good... Boy Wonder said...
There's... Excuse me.
He's trying to get me to unmute his microphone.
Excuse me. Think about how many atoms there... Think about how many atoms there are in each person.
Yeah.
I bet you there's
Billions.
more atoms on Earth than there have been people ever alive.
Sure.
Which means that there's probably no chance that someone's ever shuffled
Right.
the deck like that, because
How many times do the birthdays line up, though?
50%.
I am so particular. I was gonna say I'm so OCD. Can I tell you, I'm so sick of people saying that in life. Like, OCD is like a real thing. It is. And there's so many people, especially on TV, because you know me, I'm a basic bitch, and I watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And they all the time on there, they're like, I'm so OCD that my shoes have to all be in the same order. I'm like, that's not OCD. Like, that's just, you're particular. You just like, or you like them that way. OCD is when you can't leave the house because they're out of order.
Yeah.
And you haven't left the house in a month because you're afraid that the reason they're out of order is because there's a little bit too much dust on the furthest to the left or whatever. That's OCD. All right, everybody? I have slight OCD because I have to wash the dishes immediately. No, you don't. That's not slight OCD. There's no, stop. All right? So anyway, I was going to say my OCD, but then I was like, no, don't do that. I'm so particular. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? Oh, the deck of cards. I'm so particular that I have to shuffle the deck the same way every time.
Can you bridge?
I have my own order. I start with the 2 of clubs. Then I go to the 6 of hearts. Then immediately
What are you
to the
talking about?
7 of
Sounds
clubs
like
again.
cheating.
What? No, I shuffle the deck the same way every single time. I sit there and I place each card. Jack of diamonds. Ace of hearts.
And then by the end of it, all the cards are covered in saliva, and you know the exact order.
I have a story.
Dan has a story.
Oh, you know, this is a very Boy Wonder heavy episode right now. All the fans of Boy Wonder, be sure to tune in.
Excuse me.
Who was that one person that emailed in and was like, oh, Boy Wonder's cute. They're loving this one.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, what's up? All right, senior year of high school, first period of the day, so really early, kind of like this. Anyway, I had this really annoying science teacher.
Kind of like this.
Yes, kind of just like this. She would pass back tests and each time, or papers, whatever. She would walk around. You wouldn't pass them out. She would walk them out, and she'd go on her thumb.
Wait, she...
On her thumb.
You got to put yourself on camera there. There you go.
On her thumb.
One more.
When she would pass out the test, she would lick her thumb
But-
before each one?
She's doing stuff throughout the day or before her day, so
Well,
her
of course.
hands are dirty.
Yeah.
So the corner of your paper would have this gross black brown thumbprint. And I almost gagged every day
That's disgusting.
for a year.
Ugh. Why don't you just tell her? Also, she's a science teacher.
Because I was
Why
a
did-
senior in high school.
she
I
wasn't-
don't talk to people
She's a
then.
science teacher. She doesn't know about germs. Like, what's up with that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes people eat things off the floor because if you don't use your immunity system, then you lose it.
Katie, you totally you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say that if I was in Boy Wonder's science class, I would lick that corner of the paper every day. I want those germs.
You're so gross.
Give me those germs. Hey, you got an immune system for a reason. You don't use it, you lose it. Might as well get it. Might as well test it. Why not? Oh, yeah. I eat stuff off the floor all the time. Like it's my job. I don't care.
It's gross.
Yeah,
It's very gross.
whatever.
It's very gross.
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Oh, wait, sorry. Matthew McConaughey made dirt, and dirt don't hurt.
I like that.
What else you got?
The religion of Matthew McConaughey. It takes.
Hey, man, you want to join my religion? Just get some bongo drums and take your shirt off, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Socks only.
Yeah, man. Socks only. All right, all right, all right.
It takes 12 days
Mhm.
for 1,000,000 seconds to pass.
12.
But a billion seconds. So 12 days, a million. A billion seconds. 32 years.
Oh, wow.
And a trillion seconds. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
A trillion seconds is.
Wait, let me guess. Hold on. A billion is 32 years?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do some quick math. Somebody hand me a pen. I'm going to start writing all over this wall. Or no, wait, there's windows in front of us. I'll start doing the beautiful mind.
Are you ready? Do you have it?
No.
Come on.
I want to guess. Okay, so a billion is 32 years. So a trillion is 32. A trillion is 30,000 years, something like that.
31,709.8 years.
I win! I win the showcase! I win! Da 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 da. I'm shaking Drew Carey's hand. Hey, great to be here, Drew. Thanks for the speedboat. Oh,
That was really good.
Come on, that was pretty good, right?
That was really good.
I wonder if people at home thought we cooked that up. That was 100% real.
Yeah.
It's just simple math, though, I think.
It's just simple
billion
math.
to a trillion. You just got to figure out.
Well, you go
how
to 12
many-
to 32 and then
12 to 32. What's 12?
12 days to 32 years.
Oh, I didn't even do that one. I just went 30 and then figured a trillion is somewhere around to the whatever power of a billion.
You just guessed 30 out of the blue, didn't you?
No. I was thinking like, okay, if there's a million, right? Then a billion is like how many more million? 100, right?
Do you want another one?
Is 100 million a billion?
Oh no,
No.
it's another million. No.
Wait, a million is a billion. Wait, oh man, I'm all messed up. Oh man, I can feel the people tweeting right now.
There's a lot of science in today's episode. Or math.
I don't know. Well, anyway, what my brain did was went like, okay, if let's just say 100 million is a billion, then that means 100 billion's got to be a trillion, right? Like that's what my brain was doing. So then I was like, you just times it by whatever and you can get close. Because I was going to say 3,000. I was going to be like, oh, it's 3,000 years. But then I was like,
Right.
no. It's got to be
It has to be more.
30,000. It's got to be more. You got to add like a bunch more zeros. Anyway, I've got a beautiful mind, people. Hey, Katie, you like apples?
I do.
I got that number. How do you like them apples? Also, I stayed under. Price is right, guys.
I know you did. Okay, one 17-inch pizza is more food than two 12-inch pizzas.
117 inches. Oh, yeah, that's just simple, like circumference and diameter. I got that. I took geometry. I get it. I understand that. That
Do
makes
the math.
sense.
Why?
No, I can't do the math, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, because the radius, the diameter, like as soon as you go out a couple more inches, then you have to go in a circle, and then that, of course, would be bigger, all the crust and everything.
How
I
much
get
bigger?
It. Moving on. I don't know. 4 or 5 inches. What'd you say? 12, 17? That's 5 inches. So then you add that 5 inches all the way around the circle. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just cut off that 5 inches, then that basically equals another 12-inch pizza or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead. Next.
Area equals pi squared.
Dude, by the way, I'm crushing this show today, you guys.
You're smart.
I am crushing this show
You're
today.
a smart person.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Is anyone impressed by the
Is another geometry
power of
one.
my beautiful mind yet?
It's another geometry.
Okay.
You know the dotted lines on the road that separate lanes?
Mm-hmm. Boy, do I.
How long do you think that those lines are?
Oh, yeah, they're super long. You just don't realize it, I bet. They're probably...
Most drivers estimate that they're 2 feet.
Oh, please. No way. They're like at least probably 4 times that. They're like 8 feet, 12 feet, 10 feet, something like that. What is it?
10.
Boom! Oh! Up high. Dude, I'm crushing this show today. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I like every time I'm driving? If you're driving down the road and like you're coming towards a stoplight or a stop sign or something like that, and on the road it'll say like stop ahead, but it's actually written backwards.
Ahead stop.
Ahead stop. Yeah. I like that.
Yep.
But then you read it stop ahead. But actually what's crazy is I always reverse it in my head and read ahead stop. They should write
do
it
too.
the right way for me.
Yeah, no, I reverse it too.
And also, though, those letters on the street are actually super long as well.
Have you seen them doing them? Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of
it's
weird
the
looking.
Coolest.
Yeah. You know why I knew the lines on the street were longer, though, too, Katie? I just kind of knew that. But then also it's been confirmed because the gym where I work out is on the second floor of this building, or it's maybe even the third floor. It's like high up in this building, higher up, like 3 floors up, and it looks down onto an intersection. And so you're looking, you're parallel to the street that's in front of you. So you're looking down at the street, side view of the street, and you can see the dashes down the street, and they're pretty long. Like they're as long as a car. So that's why I already was like, had that one confirmed. Go ahead, give me another one.
How big do you think traffic lights are?
What do you mean traffic lights?
Like the yellow, red, yellow.
The circle? Mm-hmm. The actual circle?
No, the thing, the whole thing.
The whole rectangle?
Yeah.
How long top to bottom?
Yeah.
5 feet. 6 feet. How big?
Oh, so it's only like 4 feet.
It's probably
it's
like 4
4
feet.
feet.
But
That's
that's
not very
huge. It's big.
big.
People don't realize how
moving
big
on.
that is.
Moving on. Next.
Well, let's play some music.
Not impressed by that one. More music. Oh! Yeah. Here's another guy that knows what's up. Eddie Vedder.
Eddie.
Even Flow. Pearl Jam. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
All right, Katie, what else you got? Because I'm crushing this math game today. You know, usually I always joke like, oh, I'm an actor. I only know how to subtract 10%. But today we found out I'm a genius. It's hard not to curse sometimes. Go ahead, Katie.
You're launching me into. I'm skipping one.
What?
We'll go back to it.
Okay.
There's a number out there called Graham's number.
Okay.
It's so large that it could, trying to interpret it, could literally, the article says the word literally.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a
I hate
real
that
use
word
of that.
too. Oh, man.
Could turn your...
Every girl or boy out there drinking a Frappuccino has said literally 8 times in the last 2 minutes. I literally just drank this Frappuccino. No, I literally just drank this whole Frappuccino. Yeah, I know. I see that your cup is gone. Just say I drank that whole Frappuccino.
So your brain can only contain so much info?
You know what other one I hate, Katie?
Tell me.
I just wanted to interrupt you. But you know another one I hate? To be honest, or like, I'm not going to lie, but literally, it's like, oh God, stop. Just stop. Here's the thing. You should just be honest all the time. So stop telling me you're not going to lie. Also, if you're a friend of mine, does that mean you lie all the time? So this time you're not lying? What? I don't get it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. LeBron James is awesome. It's like, okay, fine. Like, so that does that mean you're lying about everything else?
But then you're doing that thing that you don't like where, like, if I say something, you're assuming that the opposite is true.
Yeah, but still, like, oh, okay. By the way, yeah, but still is the greatest. Yeah, but still. It wins every argument. Yeah, but still. I'm not going to lie is like, it just makes me think that you do lie. So it's like, what? Or to be honest, it's like, you should just be honest. Just say the fact that you want. LeBron James is awesome. Bing. Gotcha. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need the qualifier. Like, everybody starts every sentence nowadays with a qualifier. Like, literally, LeBron James, to be honest, is the greatest.
All right. Well, let me just tell you this thing, please.
By the way, he's kind of great.
The number's so big.
Literally, Tom Brady came running out without a helmet on. Literally.
How dare he?
Literally. Hey, listen, I'm not going to lie. Literally, to be honest, Tom Brady came running out without a helmet on. Okay, now I'm done. Go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Graham's number has more digits than a human brain can hold. And according to a physicist from the University of California, Irvine, trying to store all of the number in your brain could turn it into a black hole. Additionally,
Whoa.
there's another number, not Graham's number, called...
Wait, trying to store it. So that means like
So trying to
memorize it. That like pi, like
Yeah, pi goes on forever, but I think Graham's number is...
3.14, blah, 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 blah. Okay. No, but I just mean like people try to memorize pi. They're like, how many numbers of pi can you remember? You know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, I'm up to 32. Whatever. So people might try to do the same thing with Graham's number, but then they'll create a vacuum in a black hole. We'll all be sucked back to 1952, and we'll have to convince our dad to punch the bully in order to marry our mom so that we be born in the first place. Is that what you're saying?
There's also a number called Googlyoplex, which is so large that the entire universe, there's not enough...
Will you be mine? Maddie, do you get this reference? Yep. My darling dear, love you all the time. Hey, you, get your damn hands off her. I don't know, Marty. Should I curse? I don't know. Both looking at me like they want to kill me.
That was a good movie. The mom in that movie. Woo. Smoke show.
She's so hot. That's Calvin Klein. I love that movie so much.
Camera guys on set had her sign their boxers. They're Calvin Klein's.
That's Calvin Klein. Yeah. Well, you guys might not be ready for that one yet, but your kids are going to love it.
She told me that while filming that movie, in her purse, she had certain props from that time period. So like the coins were all 1952 or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
She's very
that's cool.
Particular.
Whoa, that's heavy, Doc. Marty, weight has nothing to do with it. Or something like that. It's great. It's good stuff. Go ahead. The Libyans! I don't know how they found me, but they found me.
That was pretty good.
I could come up with a good one every once in a while. Go ahead.
The number Googlyoplex.
We're still talking about numbers? Oh, Katie. Go ahead.
You're just going to interrupt me again.
Maybe. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
You can't write the number down because it's there's not enough room in the entire universe to write the number down.
A Googlyoplex?
Yeah. There are more digits in this number than there are particles in the universe.
What's the matter, McFly? Chicken?
If someone tells you that they have 2 kids and one is a boy, the odds that the second child is a girl are 2 out of 3, not 50-50.
Wait, what? So if you have a boy already.
Yeah. So we're talking about probability, not biology.
66% chance the next child would be a girl.
Correct. In mathematical probability, there's a 2 out of 3 chance that the other kid is going to be a girl.
How impressed are you that I just knew the percentage right off the bat? I mean, come on, guys. I'm really crushing the game today.
I wonder if it's flipped around. Like if the girl's first.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a 50-50 that you're going to have the opposite sex. Also, there are more girls than boys in the world.
That's probably best.
There's 52% female. The population of the world is 52% female.
That's best.
52% hot. Yeah. Chicks, man. Wow.
I am impressed that you knew that percentage. However,
that's pretty easy. 33 plus 33. Go ahead.
If you are having trouble...
Wait, hold on. All the math geeks out there, they're going to tweet me. 33.3. I know. I'm just rounding down. Give it a rest.
Oh, you can round down now? Oh, that's weird because about 40 minutes ago, that wasn't allowed.
I was just saying they are probably rounding down on certain days. Go ahead.
If you're having trouble calculating a percentage, just flip it.
Just ask Brett Davern.
4% of 50 is the same as 50% of 4, 80%.
What? 50% of 4, 80%. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I got you.
Just flip the thing.
Flip it. All right. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's your friminiminem, yep. It's your friminiminem, yep. Hey, and listen. Someday, a kid might burn a hole in the rug. Just go easy on him.
If you have a rope long enough to wrap around the entire circumference of the globe, the rope is going to be how long, do you think?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Well, you've been pretty right on this guessing game all day.
We're talking about miles or
Yeah.
kilometers?
Miles.
By the way, is it kilometer, or kilometer?
Kilometer.
I know, but I've heard like kilometer.
Well, they're
Is
wrong.
a kilometer and a kilometer
How
the
many
same
miles?
thing?
Yeah, how many miles do you think?
A lot. Okay. It's roughly 3,000 miles from here to New York. Then like another 3,000 to London. Probably another 3,000 to somewhere in the middle of... What's that continent called?
Asia.
Europe? Asia? Russia? I don't know.
Eurasia.
Eurasia? Eurasia?
24,901.55 miles.
I was getting there. I was already up to 6,000. I was going to keep going. Then another 3, then another 3. And by the way, 24 divisible by 3, I would have gotten there.
24,901.55. But here's the thing.
What? Go on. What do you got?
You
I had a lot of coffee.
I guess.
Go for it.
If you now want to lengthen the rope so that it can hover 1 foot off the ground at all points of Earth,
Oh. Here's a question
how
for
much
my
rope
beautiful mind.
do you think that you need to make this happen?
24,000. So 24,000 miles, something like that?
It's 20. Call it 25,000 miles.
Okay, 25,000 miles.
But the question is, how much extra rope do you need to make the rope hover 6 feet off the ground?
How much
I mean,
extra?
1 feet off the ground.
You're going to need... 50,000 more miles. No, I don't know. 25,000. Double it. You're going to... doubling would be to like 50,000. So you're going to need at least 25,000 more because you got to go around again. Well, basically. I don't know. How many? You're blowing my mind. Oh, boy, wonder it got an answer.
At least 100,000.
100,000 more? So you're saying 100,000 more or 100,000 total?
I don't know.
So you're saying 75,000 more.
I don't know. Between the two of them.
Well, come on, give me a number. We're going to play Price is Right here. You give a number.
All right, I'm going to go 99,000.
99,000. Matadocious.
She's seen it.
Oh, she saw it. All right, fine. That's just me and Boy Wonder. He said 99,000. I'm going to say... What? I didn't give my number. What are you doing?
Sorry. Go. Do yours.
I didn't give my number yet.
We'll do it.
$1, Bob. What?
Ooh, that's why I win?
It's not $1. It's a feet.
Whatever. 1 mile. I thought we were talking miles.
It's hovering 1 mile above the Earth.
No, it's hovering 1 foot above you.
Oh, 1 foot. Sorry. You're right. 1
Wait.
foot. Okay, just let me answer. God.
Well, you're freaking us out here. We were trying to get... You said
6.28 feet. 6 extra feet.
That's it?
Will make it hover.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, then I win.
Well, no, you said dollars. Now, if you want to do the exact same thing but with a tennis ball.
Boy Wonder said 99,000 more miles.
You're-
What an idiot.
If you want to do the same thing with a tennis ball, let's say your rope is 8 inches long. How much more rope do you need to give a foot of clearance around the entire ball?
What? 8 feet to get around a tennis ball? You don't need 8 feet of rope to get around a tennis ball.
8 inches.
Sorry, 8 inches. And then 1 foot?
Yes, a foot of clearance around the tennis ball.
1 foot, 8 inches. 1 foot. I don't know. 4 feet, 4.5 feet. How much?
It's the same number.
What?
6.28 feet.
Whoa. Now that's mind blown. If you have a pound of feathers or a pound of... It's like the same old that thing, right? What? What do you give me a signal for? Give me one more. One more.
No.
Which one did you skip?
No.
Yeah,
we're done.
Just give me the one you skipped.
We're done.
Katie, give me the one you skipped. Pause it. I'm not gonna stop. Pause it.
No.
Katie, just tell me the fact. That's all. I'm not gonna comment on it. I just want to know.
If you have 2 arms, you have the above average number of arms.
See, I like that. See, I don't have anything to say about that. That makes sense. This has been Science Time with Katie LeClaire. That was fun. I like that, Katie. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Katie hated that. Oh, I'm going to get yelled at in the car on the way home. That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio. Well, sort of live. And subscribing on YouTube or listening wherever you get your podcasts. We hope that you're enjoying your President's Day, as I hope that we are as well, wherever we are. Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Bye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie LeClaire. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook, at Brett Davern Show. Or go to adobe.com for archived episodes, photos, and much, much more. Today's guest, nobody, can be found wherever you want.
Thanks, BuzzFeed, for the article.
We're all just energy, man. You can find us anywhere. And so, once again, for producer Katie and Boy Wonder and Matadocious and the Portuguese gal pal, otherwise known as Boy Wonder's girlfriend, who made a surprise appearance to the studio during one of the breaks. And for Parker, little Parker. Let me hold up Parker. It's been a while since people have seen my stepdog, Parker.
Oh, sweet
Look
boy.
at this kid. Look at this guy.
Look at his ears. They're so long.
He's so floppy. Look at him. How many Parkers would it take to get around the world? Well, who cares? There's not enough cuteness in the world for that. All right. People watching me make out with Parker. That was our show. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm reminding you to be kind and take care of each other and pay attention in science class. That was our show. Good night, Lorraine and George and Biff and Marty/Calvin and Doc Brown and Einstein and Principal Skinner. McFly! You're late again, McFly, because you're a slacker. Same guy, great monologue, Top Gun. Check it out, everybody. Goodbye, people. The movie is called...
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.